Rock climbing in Newfoundland basically started to take off just after we opened Wallnuts Climbing Center, and since then it's become a catalyst for development in Newfoundland climbing. People come here to train, they come here to take courses, and people from away will come in and get beta or pick up a guidebook for the outdoor climbing, and find belay meat for the weekend and get out there and climb.
Newfoundland is located on the east coast of Canada. It's literally as far east as you can go on the North American continent. The capital of St. John's is known as the oldest city in North America, and in some of the most unique culture Canada has to offer. Located 15 minutes outside St. John's is the community of Flatrock. This popular climbing area has upwards of 115 developed routes, including a 25-meter line known as the Fifth Element.
The Fifth Element was put up, I think probably in 97 or 98 by Steve Russell, and it was a route that intimidated me for a really long time. So I was kind of scared to get on it. I got it probably 3 or 4 years ago, and what's intimidating is sort of in the midsection of the route before you clip the first bolt, you've got to run out some pretty small gear. So I opted to stack a number of Wallnuts and really small cams in that placement. And actually, the first time I did it, I sort of got scared and sat back on it, and then I didn't obviously get the send on that day, didn't even get to the top. We decided to work it early this season because it was just one of those things that was intimidating. Good to get over all those fears early. If people are going to fall anywhere on the route, it's right on the last bolt, like you're literally going for the hugest jug. So you're just like super nervous, crimping down, over gripping, pumped, and then you just have to chuck for this, oh my god, hold. Those last couple of moves are just a total slap in the face, and that's where the whippers take place. It's fun to watch. So it starts on a route called Yellow Fever, and so you do some sort of funky moves underneath the roof to get off the ground, and then there's pretty easy climbing over some really solid gear. Swing if you whip there. Moves are quite easy right up to where you put the first couple of pieces of pro in, or the 4 pieces that I put in. Above those pieces of gear, it's sort of balancing moves on small crimps. And then you get out to the Thank God bolt, which is the first bolt to clip on the route. just turns into this really, really cool climb where you're just crimping your way up, straight up the arete. Sometimes you're on the right side, sometimes you're on the left, and sometimes you're right over top. There's a move. There's two like one finger pockets that you do like a stack with each finger, one on each side of the arete, and you get your feet up really high. That's a really cool move. That's probably my favorite move on the route. And they're just these little tiny sharp divots, and they're not probably a half-inch deep. And just because they're on either side of the arete is what makes them good. I don't think if they were on a face, they'd really do pull on them. To get a good rest, which I milked well on the route, and then from there, from that rest to the top is where all the crux is, and the crux is actually just over the last hole, literally 3 feet from the top. Both clipped off a jug, and then you just go out onto the left face, and you're doing hard 11 moves to the top. So I'm really happy to have committed to such a difficult route. I don't think that I've ever done a route that hard this early in the season. It just felt good to commit to something that was difficult physically and especially mentally. Generally it takes a little longer to commit to things, and I'm sure that just getting over those humps this early in the season is going to allow me to climb a lot harder this year.